today I want to show you something you can do when you're feeling a little drained or tired and you don't feel like pulling your paints out, but you still have that desire to create. This is also a great way to play with color and just kind of manipulate color and see what you like. So we're going to be doing these things called color studies, and I do them with magazine cutouts, old collage papers I've made. Sometimes I'll put fabric on there. Fabric is a great inspiration for color. And then I add marks using mark making tools just to fill it out. Sometimes I'll copy the marks that I see or the shapes that I see in these pictures, so you can see the triangles and the triangles, and then I pulled this out and put it up there. Here's another one with just swirls, but you can see how I can get color ideas from these. I can make a whole painting based on that. Here's two more. I loved this one because it gave me a color palette right off the bat, and so I just kind of played off of that. This was such a fun texture, and I love texture, so I played off of that. There's so many different color combinations you can play with. So today I am going to make a couple more to show you guys how easy it can be. I am using gloss medium for my glue, but you could use Mod Podge or a glue stick. And I have a whole pile of stuff here. So I cut out a bunch of magazine clippings. These are old color cards. There's some fabric, and I have dug through this. Oh, this too. I save my palette papers in case I want to cut something out and use that later. A piece of an old painting that I didn't like. So keep all that stuff because you never know when you're going to use it. So I have already dug through that pile, and I have found some things that I want to try and make a study out of. So first I have these. This was in a magazine, and I loved, it's like the top of a fishing boat, but those colors are fantastic. So I saw that and I was like, yep, I want to do that and find some other colors that would go with it. So all you do is put some glue down and start putting your clippings on your page. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. Just put them down and see what you like. And if you aren't sure where you want to put something, don't glue it yet. Just play around with where you want to see it. So like maybe I want to see what this teal looks like next to that neutral, and it looks amazing because this is a saturated color. This is desaturated. So they look really cool next to each other. But then what's that look like there? Or what's this look like there? So I don't feel like it's as impactful against that as it is over here on its own. So just playing around and seeing where you like the colors. And this is it. You just kind of, it's a way to play without having to get paint out. So maybe something like that. Okay, let me glue this stuff down. Color is such a big topic, and it takes a long time to learn. I think it takes a lifetime to, you still don't even learn everything in a lifetime. There's just so much. And so playing with it as much as you can gives you a step up on people who don't play with it. Because now I can see, like, how would I have known that this looks good with that if I didn't play and find out that it could look that good. So now I look at these and I see these organic shapes and these lines. And so I can come in with my mark making tools and okay, oh, I have horizontal lines there. So that's kind of fun to add. And those straight lines, I really like those. Let's see, I have this, I could mimic the lines of that ship And if I really wanted to, I could mimic the lines of those blueberries and just get some organic shapes going here. And there you go. That's all you have to do. So let's try another one. This time, I'm going to show you one that has fabric in it. So this is a scrap piece of fabric that I thought was fun. More magazine clippings. This is a sewing pattern. I just like the lines on it. Also, I forgot to mention that with this one. These are magazine pages. It's like ad pages that have these big blocks of color. Cut those out when a color catches your eye because they're great to use when you're playing with these things. So let's see, I have these cucumbers. I pulled that green out because I could see it in the rind there. That fun fabric and these textures. So that looks pretty cool. So then you just start gluing. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer here. It is what you like. And this can help you find out what you like. So I don't typically paint with this color green, but by playing with this, I might find some kind of color combination that I want to explore when I'm making a painting. And I would not have figured that out without playing. So I like that orange, and so maybe I want to see what it looks like with more orange in the composition. So I can just add that in. And now we have two color studies to play off of. While those are drying, I'll just show you some of the other piles I collected. So this one is one of those, like, it's already a curated palette kind of. And so I saw this minty color and this pink, peachy pink to go with it, and this beachy background. So that's a color study I would do on the next page when these are dry. I also found these. So I really liked this pattern, and it's neutral. So I was like, what can I put with that? And I found this orange and navy. It's just like, finding rooms that are decorated can be a great jumping off point because they're already kind of curated color. And then put a block of solid color in there, and all of a sudden you have an interesting composition. And one more, I saw this, and that yellow and teal was so beautiful. And so I was like, all right, what can I put with that? And then I found this pattern that would look really cool. More yellow, and then a neutral to help let that yellow pop. Just one more example. So have fun with that. See what kind of color combinations you can come up with, and challenge yourself to try colors that you may not typically use, because you never know when you might surprise yourself. Thanks for joining me today. I'm all about helping you grow your own creative practice full of peace, intention, and curious exploration. Find out more when you visit jenfletcherart.com. I'll see you soon.